Our next horse story is called Gentling Doesn't Work, and I'll prove it to you. I was at a horseback event one day and just learning to gentle horses when a gentleman came up and stated to me flatly, first words out of his mouth, that gentling didn't work and he was going to prove it to me. I stood there and looked at him for a second and just tried to follow his line of thought. I knew that he'd probably cowboyed for years, and he'd probably bucked and stomped and kicked his way through a lot of horses, and probably had quite a few horses buck and stomp and kick their way through him. So I talked to him for a couple minutes there, and he told me that he was going to prove to me that any horse could be spooked or startled when you didn't have the person who had originally trained them working with them. And I said, well, here's the deal. I said, you can't touch my horse, but I will let you do whatever it is you think you're going to do. And I said it would be interesting to see how my horse responds. Well, my horse is standing there kind of lackadaisically, looking at this guy and kind of wondering what we're doing there. And the guy takes a step forward suddenly, throws his full weight into it, and jumps right in front of my horse, throws his arms out to either side, and screams at the top of his lungs. Now, my horse is standing there free. He can do whatever he wants. I've not got a lead rope on him. The horse could run away at any point that he wants. My horse pulled his head back a couple of inches, looked at the guy like, okay, and here's this guy inches from his nose, screaming at the top of his lungs, hands out to the side, all the things that you would expect to normally spook a horse. My horse looked at him kind of hard, like, you're a jerk, looked at me like, this guy's a jerk, leaned forward and sniffed at the guy like, are you sure you're okay? Are you not mentally damaged somehow? Leans forward and sniffs the guy. The guy turns bright red. And he was very embarrassed, instantly surprised and humiliated all at the same time. And I said, hey, you're right. 99 times out of 100, that thing that you just did would have spooked any horse. But I said, you'd have to know all of the things that I've done with him to teach him that the average human isn't going to hurt him. And one of the things that I've done is almost the same exact thing that you've been doing. And so the gentleman and I stood there and talked for several minutes about it and had a good laugh. I thought you might enjoy that story. Have a good day.